Madison Square Garden used to be known as the Mecca of basketball. If you're old enough, you may refer to it as the Mecca of basketball, but it's not that case. It's not that way now. Storied history, but that's well past its time. Now the action's across the river in Brooklyn, and the Nets made a big splash, even with Durant's Achilles injury and a wrist that reportedly was scaring the Knicks off. But the league is a league, the NBA is a league of stars, and the Nets are going to have to wait a year for KD, and they could be the cool kids on the block. As for the Knicks, I guess you're rebuilding again. Certain teams just continue to rebuild. And what you do, if you've ever been around somebody who's building a house, and you look at the plans, and then you go, on second thought, how about we change that? Let's add that. You know what? I don't think I want that. That's what happens when you are building or rebuilding. Nobody can agree on anything. And here you are on the outside looking in on the biggest day in maybe the history of the NBA, and you didn't do anything at all. Congratulations. Well done. Yes, Paulie.
I was wondering, could anyone make a case that the Knicks didn't have a terrible day yesterday? Because in the past, the Knicks were known for signing expensive players over 30 years old with leg injuries. They passed on one. They passed on Kevin Durant, who's going to be 31, won't play any basketball next year, and has a very bad lower body injury. That's a prime Knick player. I'm surprised they didn't sign him.
I wouldn't have taken on Durant coming off an Achilles. He's going to be 32 when he starts, right. And you walk in and you better be good.
And the other one I was wondering about on paper, Kyrie Irving seems like a great signing for the Nets, right? Mm. But if he's a great signing for the Nets, why is he also a great subtraction for the Celtics? You can't be both. You can't be, we finally got rid of that guy. And, wow, I love that guy. He's on his fourth team, and he's the guy who.
But now he's with a friend, a couple of friends. Mm-hmm. He's got DeAndre. Look, do I want either one? No. But that's just my opinion. Outside looking in, I don't want to build around Kyrie. This is a guy who had a serious knee injury.
He's never played more than 75 games.
Yeah. And with KD, as wonderful as he is, now he doesn't need athletic explosion to be dominant. He doesn't. He's one of the few, great ones who doesn't need that. So as far as coming back from this, I don't know what I get at age 32. Can he still be that 25 to 30 point scorer? I don't know. But at that age, you run a risk. And if you're going to offer that kind of money and you don't know if he'll be now, he'd still be the best player on the Knicks right now, even with the Achilles.
In his condition.
Yes, I think so. Yes, McLovin.
What are you doing? Why are you guys raining on my Nets parade?
I just want to add some perspective to it. I said it before he even went to the Knicks or Nets. I already said it. I'm not ready to schedule a parade yet in Brooklyn.
Well, then you're not going to be invited in my house for the pre-parade party then.
Thank you. Thank you. I keep trying to avoid going to your apartment.
I mean, come on. This is exciting, right? I mean, it feels like Brooklyn has become the epicenter of the NBA. Even if you're right, all those risks are big. Am I wrong to be caught up in all this hoopla?
No, I understand it. The Nets rolled the dice here, but they probably had to. Now, I thought that they were building something, and, as we like to say, organically. They were building it. They had made some trades. They had some draft picks. They sort of found something. They play hard, stumbled upon something. Kyrie is not one of my favorites. Wonderful talent, just not one of my favorites to lead my team. He's just too flaky for me. And KD coming in, he's got to sit out for, 8 to 10 months and then come back and, hey, KD, we need you to be really, really, really great. Go get him because everybody's going to be watching. And if Kawhi goes to the Lakers, now all of a sudden, we got the new team to beat. They're the team that's bad for basketball, like Golden State was when KD joined them. I told you Golden State was going to do something. I have a friend who works for him who said, we'll do something that'll surprise you. And I go, can you give me a hint? And he goes, we're not sure. We're not sure, but they're going to do something. And I go, okay. And so I texted him last night. I said, D'Angelo Russell? And he goes, I told you he would surprise you. I said, well, you did. I don't know if I like it or not. Because that's what he said. Do you like it? I go, I don't know if I like it. A ball-dominant guy. Steph doesn't have to have the ball. Clay certainly doesn't. By the way, Andre Iguodala, I hope you sell a lot of books because it felt like some of the things he was saying about the medical staff there in Golden State, and they're like, okay, misdiagnosed him. How do you like Memphis this time of the year? I think he'll end up with the Lakers. I think Iguodala will end up with the Lakers. Yeah, that's my intel on that. That they'll buy him out, and then he'll end up with the Lakers. Yeah, Paulie.
Don't you like a little bit on paper the D'Angelo Russell move for the Warriors? Because next year he's going to get a ton of minutes. You're going to find out what kind of player is and if he fits real quick, probably within about 6 weeks, because there's a lot of available minutes on that offense.
I just thought maybe I'm overselling Malcolm Brogdon. I just think he's a wonderful player. I think he is a very in the West. You got all those guards, and he can guard. I got Clay and him. Now Clay's not back till February, but Malcolm Brogdon. If you're going to add another guard, a three-headed monster, Brogdon to me makes more sense than D'Angelo Russell. I don't want a ball-dominant guy. The beauty of Golden State is they move the ball. And D'Angelo Russell, he played well. He did. He played well for Brooklyn, but I like Malcolm Brogdon.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.